Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm Gamesplaining Carpe Diem. So I've set Carpe Diem up as a two-player game. If you've watched my other Gamesplanation, you'll have an idea of how the game plays. I'm going to have a playthrough. Blue will be the start player as marked by this, and then green. I'll probably play until the end of the first round, but let's see how we go. So, right from the beginning, the very first thing that needs to happen, blue is going to start there. Green, start there. Okay, so blue will be the first player. He follows the line and he's going to grab this from the outset. He's going to put that facing that direction because he can see that he wants to cross over this line with the red buildings. He also wants to cross this. He might actually go that way because he also wants to cross this. So theoretically, this one building could actually get about 9 points worth of covering over these things at the end of the game. Moving on, it goes to green's turn. Green is going to come up here and actually he's going to start with one of these, and he'll put it that way in the hopes of getting his water to cross over there. Okay, back to blue's turn. Blue has a choice of this one or this one. Okay, blue is going to go here and grab that. So he's putting that this way so he can get a green building across that one. Blue is going after the water, so he'll do that. Back to green. Green has to choose from one of these two, and he'll go there and take that. So what's happened is, to start with, he's managed to knock one of those off, which pushes him forward 1 point on the top. Because he's finished one of the green buildings, that allows him to grab one of these tiles. It's probably worth his while to grab that one actually. So that one gives him two these cards. He then chooses they are identical, so we'll just hang on to one of them. The other one goes to the bottom of that deck. And we're back over to green's turn. Green is going to come over here and grab one of these. And he'll put that there, which pushes him forward on that track. He's putting it on that angle because of this, so he wants to cover that line with that particular spot. Green now pushes to the front on there. Back over to blue. So both of these are gone, by the way. So when they took, because it's a two-player game, when they took the second one off each of those, they should have disappeared. Okay, blue is going to go here and take the green, which will go there. I'll put it facing that way so we can cover that one. That moves him along on that track one more time. Back to green's turn. So both of those have been now taken, so we remove the other two. Okay, green is going to go over here and take this one to close that off. That gets him one chicken. So 2 minus the 1. Blue now will either go to that spot or to that spot. And he thinks he will go to there and take that one. Then green will go here to take that one, which gets him one more point up the top. Plus he'll get 2 fish. Then green can go to one of these 2 spots. It's probably worth his while to come to this one to grab the other one of them. That closes that off. He will now get 2 leaves. And that's down to 2, so we remove the other 2. Back to green. So green can either go to this one through a straight line or bounce to that one. It's probably worth his while to bounce to this one to take the fountain, and he might put the fountain just there to get it out of the way. Those 2 are discarded. He then takes top 2 cards. He doesn't have either of them, but I think it's going to be easier for him to get them, so he might hang on to that one because that also gives him money or half a point every time he builds one of those buildings. Back to blue, who will either follow this track and take one of those 3, or follow this track and bounce around until he ends up there. And he thinks he'll go here and throw that in down there, so that brown is going to potentially get points on that. And those two are then discarded, and we come across to green, who will end up bang, 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 bang over there. He doesn't want to take the gold building because he would need to turn all three of these in for money straight away. So he get full money by doing it, but it's not necessarily the right thing to do. Remembering that he could not build that there because you'd have half a building come into grass. You need to have complete areas, so it's all grass surround all the way around that you need to watch out for. And he thinks he'll just have to take that one. It's going to be the best usage. He'll just put that there, which gets him 1 gold. Those two come off. We now go to the end of round scoring. Green is in the front, so green selects his location to start with. First, he has 1 chicken, so he could get this card. He doesn't have the chimneys. He doesn't have the leaf or the grape, so he's not going to be able to get that. This is no good to him. He doesn't have any completed those buildings. He's only got 2 areas completed here, so that one's no good to him either. He doesn't have the grapes. He doesn't have the vineyard area finished off. He doesn't have 3 things. So the only thing that's going to score him is that. That will get him 1 point. So it's a matter of if he goes here or here. He might go there. So that will gain him 1 point. But then he loses 4 for not being able to do the other card. So he will put that back. Then we go to the blue scoring. And blue has chimneys, so you can absolutely get that one. He doesn't have any of the goods for the other stuff, so he's going to lose his 4 points. But he thinks he might just go there. So that, he's got the 3 chimneys, so he'll gain 1 money and 1 bread. But he doesn't have any chickens to turn in, so he'll lose 4 points. So he throws that in, taking the 1 point in exchange. The board is then reset and we continue on in a likewise manner. I think you get an idea of how this is building up and what each player is looking for. So I will leave it there. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games that I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.